The IoT is very important for any smart city initiative. The IoT actually provides a lot of data as well and provides a lot of facilities as well. I'll give you an example of that. Today, all our taxis are connected taxis. All our buses that we use on the road are connected buses. If we go to the connected idea of connecting cars. So the taxis in Dubai, the buses in Dubai, the metro, the tram, all of these transportation modes are already connected and they are using sort of IoT to feed back in information about their whereabouts and so on. For example, we're using the data we're collecting from the taxis, okay, to feed into our traffic status. And therefore, we are providing these traffic status on an app called Smart Drive to the public, so they will know which routes are congested to avoid them and redirect them to newer routes or other routes, which makes it faster for them to reach from one point to the other point in Dubai. So that's one example of how we are using IoT. Another example is we have put sensors along Zayed Road parking area. We're covering today 320 parking spots where it tells the occupancy of these parkings, and we're providing these data back to the individuals, to the citizens and visitors of Dubai who are driving their cars and they want to go and park on Zayed Road, for example, so they know where the available parkings are rather than roaming around and trying to find a parking, which creates congestions and pollution. So these are few examples of what we are doing, and we will be doing much more with IoT. And we are working with our partners to come up with new ideas, innovative ideas, to introduce more IoT solutions, which will help in term in moving Dubai to become the smartest city in the world as per the vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. First of all, let's talk about data. And data is a very important part of any city to become smart. It's actually, data is the most essential part. And if you have realized that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed has announced just one day before GTEx that Dubai, that he has signed a law for data in Dubai, okay, which was a big thing, because this law that he has signed is a comprehensive law. It's not just talking about open data, but it's also talking about sharing data and defining data and all of that. So this is a good news for the city to have this law. It's a big step toward the smart city. Now, with IoT as well being a very important component, because there are so many data that the IoT devices will collect, and these data, if it comes to the decision makers, it will help them better plan or make decisions regarding certain, whether they are public or private sector as well. So these two go along together. The new data law that Dubai has introduced, plus the IoT implementation, okay, will combine together. They will give a big boost to Dubai becoming the forefront or the smartest city in the world in the coming couple of years. Now, industries, you asked me about industries. It affects all industries. Everyone today, everyone is almost connected to an IoT device, whether you know it is IoT or it's not IoT. You see, appliances are being connected to the internet. Okay, appliances that you have never thought of, that it will be connected to the net, it will use the net, okay, and provide information and give you information and make your life easier. So a lot of industries will be affected. Everyone is moving to that direction actually. And as a transportation entity, we have gone a big way in that, because we have today lots of examples on our use of IoT. I've given two earlier, I'll give you another one. The whole metro, the technology behind the Dubai metro is based on sensors, based on providing information. The way the platform doors open when the metro arrives at the station, and the sensors and the data that it collects, okay, it's huge. So big data, yes, huge data, big data. We at Dubai, as His Highness Sheikh Mohammed wants, is to be not just the smartest city, but the happiest city, where people happiness is a major thing for us. Actually, if I put them together, people happiness comes first, and then a smart city comes next. A smart city is an enabler to enable to make people happier. And an example of that, we in the Roads and Transport Authority, we are doing a lot to make that happen. Today in GITEX this year, maybe some people say, what RTA has to do with a mall? Okay, so we have worked with our partners, Ittisalat, to launch a new concept of a mall, of a virtual mall, which will be installed in 5 metro stations. Today is already installed and functional in Emirates Mall Station, where customers that are using the metro station, as they are moving in and out, they can order their grocery and it will be delivered to their house. Okay, very virtually looking into that, going to this huge screen, selecting the items, and then these items, paying the items on the fly, and these items are automatically delivered to them. So this is another one. Another example that today we are showcasing is the smart bus shelters. Now, we've converted the existing, with our investors and partners, okay, we've converted the existing air conditioning bus shelters into a smart bus shelter, which individuals, people who are in Dubai, whether they are visitors or residents of Dubai, they can go to these bus shelters where they have an air conditioning environment, which they are already used to, but they will now have Wi-Fi. They will have a charging station to charge their mobiles. They will have a kiosk where they can pay their different bills, top up their NOL card, pay their SALEC, telephone bills, and a lot of services that are there. So these smart bus shelters are becoming like a hub, okay, for people to do their regular day-to-day needs, and addresses his day-to-day needs, and it makes it comfortable for them to reach these places. So this is also a way that we collaborate together. So collaboration is collaboration is a way that the city needs to go, and we in RTA have seen that. So the main aim is to make the customers happier.